Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pokegemz Art. Another fun, easy art tutorial, guys. Geometric optical illusion. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to show you guys how to make it look like there's literally a hole in your paper with a ladder coming out. Guys, but before we get started, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. That way you guys won't miss out on any of my future videos. Alright, this one's going to be pretty simple. We're going to start out with a regular white piece of paper. Start out with our ruler and pencil. We're going to make a box, basically a square, which is going to be 4 inches on the bottom by 4 inches going upwards, 4 inches on the other side, and then 4 inches on top. Guys, pretty easy. If you don't use inches, if you use centimeters, you can switch that over also. Maybe do it about 10 centimeters by 10. Alright, we're going to mark the halfway point on the bottom. You're going to mark the halfway point on the sides. And on this one, you're going to mark the quarter point, so 1 inch. So you should have 3 points like so. Next thing we're going to do is from the top left corner to the middle line, we're going to connect it. That's pretty much it. That's the basic shape right there. Next thing we're going to do, guys, as you know, I almost always start out all my projects with pencil. The reason is because it's so much easier to erase if you make a mistake. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie marker now, a nice dark Sharpie, using my ruler, and I'm going to go over those lines that I made because I'm happy with that drawing. I'm happy with the measurements. I don't need to erase anything, and I will go over it with Sharpie. And now that final line, which is the one that goes from the corner to the middle. Alright, that right there, guys, is the basic design right there. So we're pretty much done with that part. Next thing we're going to do is some shading. Alright, I'm going to do the shading using my charcoal pencil this time. Guys, if you don't have a charcoal pencil, feel free to use crayon. Feel free to use a regular pencil, the side of it. The way that you want this to look when you're done is that right side that you're going to shade. You want it to be a little bit darker on the bottom than the top. So as you see, I press down a little bit harder near the bottom and then just a little bit lighter on top. Now guys, this doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smudge it. So basically this looks like a shadow. This is going to look like it's basically like a pit. Like if you're looking down into a basement and how it looks, it's just basically a dark pit. Alright, next thing we're going to do is take my smudging cloth and I'm going to smudge that charcoal. As you see, it is a little bit darker on the bottom. I'm going to go over it again in a few minutes, but I'm going to keep it darker on the bottom and then a little bit lighter on top. Like I always tell you guys, I like using charcoal because it's also very, very easy to erase. So you can do that, guys. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my cloth, basically the dirty side of my cloth, and get my left side, which is that triangle. I just want a little bit of light gray on that side there. So just a little bit basically of that smudging color. I will wipe that off, even it out a little bit. So we want that left side to be just slightly shadowed and then the right side a little bit darker. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the charcoal, a little bit more. Guys, feel free to play with this more, make it darker. You could technically, this right side, you know, like I said, even do it with a crayon or a darker colored pencil and then make it look like so. Guys, if you like this project, check out this awesome other optical illusion project that just popped up on your screen, guys. So come back and check this one out. I think you'll really enjoy doing this one also. Guys, that's pretty much it right there. What I like to do, like I said, with the charcoal pencil, it is really nice because you can just use a regular rubber eraser and erases perfectly easily. Alright guys, what I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to insert just a basic drawing with the measurements. Just to give you an idea what are the measurements. So like I said, it is 4 inches by 4 inches. Mark the middle. Don't worry about the ladder part yet. We're going to get to that in a second. You can always come back here, but this is just your basic measurements so that you can create this also. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to make an illusion of a ladder coming down. So what you're going to do is take that mark that we made at the bottom, which is basically an inch off the bottom from the right hand corner, and just come up with a straight line like so and extend it out past the line. Doesn't really matter how much, give or take about 3/4 of an inch, and then a second line parallel to that 1 inch below it. So you see that we got 2 lines there, and then you're going to make your steps of your ladder. These don't have to be perfect, guys. Keep in mind, this is just an illusion, you know, so actually it almost looks better when it's not completely perfect. And then you just come down, and then approximately every ½ inch to every 3/4 inch, you have a step on a ladder. So there's your ladder coming out of the illusion. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a shadow of the ladder. So you're going to use your charcoal pencil or regular pencil, and you're going to come down off of here, and then come off of this end, coming down on an angle like so. And you'll see later when we flip the camera a little bit how much better this looks. It's not really coming up yet, but you'll see in a minute. And then what you'll do is you're going to make a shadow of the part that's sticking out past the hole or past the box. And then a little shadow of the steps also, of the individual pieces. And then guys, I could technically leave it like this, but what I chose to do is smudge it just slightly a little bit. And what I'm going to use for that is just a cotton swab. You see how guys take a cotton swab, make those little bit of a shadows. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. This is a shadow. So shadows are not perfect. That is almost basically it, guys. Go ahead and erase anything you don't want on there. Clean it up a little bit, guys. And then we're going to take it. We're going to take the camera, move it away slightly, put it on an angle, and look how cool the illusion comes off. If you look at it from far away, it literally looks like there's a hole in the ground with a ladder placed against it. Guys, if you want to learn how to do more of these awesome, easy illusions, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check me out also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I post on TikTok every single day, guys. Check out my website also, pokegemzart.com. You can get swag there. You can get more information about myself. And like I said in the beginning, if you still haven't done so, please hit subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I will see you on the next video.